Well, girl, we are down here, honey. You was just listening to The Good Life by Inner City. Used to be my song. They just posted on the blog Azalea Banks. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey. We are down here. I was testing the microphone, so I feel like I've been on with y'all for a second. It was like 3 minutes. So sorry for the way I just busted through the door like that. Sorry, it's me, Erica. Girl, we're down here, girl. And it's a Friday, and somebody on the blog, so down to the blogs, honey.
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the blog.
They posted Azalea Banks on the pole, honey, dancing in her little warehouse, honey. And they were playing Good Life by Inner City. When I tell you the I love that song, like I love it like in the pit of it's like that and Deja Vu from Tina Marie, but Good Life, when I just saw Azalea Banks, I was like, oh, I have to play it. I have to play it. I have to play it. Yes. I have to cut. I'm gonna have to cut it out. Yes. Yes. Girl almost got a. Just don't say no. No, 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 no. Yes. What I'm doing to you. Yes. This used to be my song, girl. This used to be it is still my song. It just makes me feel so good. That like some songs just bring you right back into that frequency and you just like, I love that song so much. So anyways, honey, we're down here, girl. I was watching Simone Biles' husband speaks on how they met. I was in the middle of watching that, and then I was also looking at the blogs, and I saw Azalea Banks on the pole dancing to Good Life. I was like, girl, that is my song. You don't even know how that makes my heart just explode. Just all this like green energy, green sparkling energy. I love that song so much. I love it. So it makes me feel so good. Do you hear me? Oh, I love it. Life is thriving. Yes. Good life. Yes. I'll tell you, it's my song. Okay, let me turn it off because they're gonna snatch the diva off the internet, honey. So we are down here, girl, and I didn't really have anything. We don't really have anything on the agenda. So I got some feedback recently, and I want to hear, let me know what you think. Maybe I'll just do a poll on the community page. But the feedback that I was given was the way that I title my videos and how it's an eyesore. I was like, "Ooh, an eyesore." So I thought maybe I would reach out because maybe you guys, or maybe this person is not the only one who feels that way in terms of how it looks coming across their screen. I don't know. But here, let me read the comment actually. Let me read the comment. Hold on. Hold on. I was like, if this person feels this way, maybe other people feel this way. So it says, "Hey Diva, love you down. Please look into the naming convention of your videos. You may need to count the episodes on for your records, but your audience doesn't. You should put the most pertinent into the first, avoid numbers, punctuation, and slashes, and the name NTTA at the end of it isn't spelled out. If it isn't spelled out, it will make your videos easily identified if new people want to get into you. Love you down, but these titles are getting to be an eyesore." Now, honestly, NTTA stands for nothing to talk about, right? I think we're clear on that. What I put is the date. I'm not numbering them necessarily. I'm just putting the date that the video is. It's like it is like a naming convention or a file number, but it's at the beginning so you know what date this video came out. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I put NTTA at the end. So y'all let me know, is it an eyesore? Now I'm not looking for anybody to go say anything to this person. This is something that I got out of the feedback box. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if anyone else feels the same way. Um, you should put most pertinent information first. Avoid numbers, punctuation, and slashes, and the name NTTA at the end if it isn't spelled out. It will make your videos easily identified if new people want to get into you. Now, I give good feedback on my analytics for my thumbnails, but now the naming, I haven't gotten any feedback. This is the first time I've heard anybody say anything like this. So, just let me know what y'all think. So I'm here. I'm here to listen. Feedback is received. If it's delivered with the right tone, yes, I go by tone, honey. If I feel like you getting cute, I might have to put you on mute. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, girl? It feels so good this morning. And then I just saw that good life. Ooh, it felt so good. So I was about to listen to Simone Biles' husband and what he had to say. So I guess we can listen to that together. So let me go to Twitter. I don't think I'll ever call this X. That doesn't even make sense to me. Okay, let's see what he says. And I'm like, let me see. Okay. And it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched, so I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm, man, this got to be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she got to be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC. We didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, So I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched, Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue. But like I was saying, he looked at him like, you shouldn't have said that. Like, that's not something that you should have said. Like, he looked at him like, nigga, don't stop playing. Stop acting like you didn't know who the fuck Simone Biles was. Girl, these niggas. And I tell you, they will even position themselves as the prize. It's just the way that y'all act, and they really believe. He's cute though. He's got a deep dimple on over here on this side here. But that girl, let me not. Man, she messaged me. This is like a Tuesday, and we texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down, so she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So you was really the catch in. I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch. Yeah, so she really booked you. She did though. Is what you said. I was fighting it. So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying. Well, I'm not gonna say that. That's what you're saying. I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my third year. I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But like I said, man, it happened when you least expect it, and we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. We just laughed the whole night. It's like she pops up, and I'm like, the prize, honey. They are the prize, but it's the way that y'all act about them too that gives them. It affirms their delusion. You affirm their delusion, and that's how it's supposed to be. Like, the whole delusion is the that patriarchal programming where in the society the men are the prize, when in the rest of everywhere else they are not the prize. They are trying to. The women are the ones who are doing the picking, not the man, right? I don't like the fact that he was like, so you're trying to say you didn't want her. I don't like that. And I don't like that he would even feel comfortable saying that in front of her like that. Like, I think that is so weird. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see what some of these comments say. This is from Blue Talusma. I love that Talusma. I love that last name. But she says Simone Biles, who will arguably go down in history as the greatest gymnast of all time, and who is so good at her sport, they kept creating new rules just to catch up to her, is now married to a bad bitch who makes it a point to say she courted him. I hate that for her. I was tempted to blame it on youth and maturity, but this man is 28 years old. He knows exactly what he's doing. I hate it for her too. There are so many ways he could have made her pursuing him loving and something he admired about her, but he wanted to do this. Y'all stupid and will never be happy. Motherfuckers be so worried about all the wrong shit. Grow up. In his terms, tell me you fumbled horribly without telling me. Let's see what some of the quoted replies say. Y'all the dumbest, most miserable bunch on the planet. This is probably a good guy. This is probably somebody who sees himself as a good person, a good guy. Y'all are the dumbest, most miserable bunch on the planet. Her happiness has zero to do with y'all, and y'all need to start looking at your own situations before you try to judge a multiple gold medal winning Olympian. Y'all are on Twitter mad at another person's happiness. Go the fuck outside and breathe some fresh air. I've been following Simone Biles for years and years and years, and the one thing I can guarantee you is that she's laughing at you bitter broads with her husband. Again, the husband is the prize here, and you bitter broads are just mad because you don't have one of us. Y'all don't see the delusion. Y'all don't see it. But there are groups of women that affirm it. And that's the problem is I think they believe in mass that women are going to affirm their delusion. And when women don't affirm their delusion, then you're bitter or you're upset. Or even if you call it out, it's all the things, all the things that they have from the playbook that their grandfathers played from too. It's dusty. Blow it off. It's still, you still using the same playbook. The irony is that all these men believe that they are good guys and they just show themselves not to be. And I mean, I just don't like the way he put it. It just sounded, I don't know. He just made it seem like, yeah, she picked me. Like, I don't know. He might be a pick. Is he a pick me? I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me see what some of the comments say over here because I have it over here too. Um, Husband, she contacted me. I Googled her, realizing who she was. Wanted, I was floored she wanted me, and that changed my life. I love her and I will be grateful for her. She's amazing. She is. She's the GOAT. That's somebody said that would have been a better exchange. This is such a gross and embarrassing story. I feel sad for Simone because she is a superhero. I'm so sad and disappointed. The world did not know who the hell he was until Simone Biles started dating him. Black women, please work on your self worth and esteem. I didn't know who she was. You're not telling the truth. I'm sorry. I just do not believe that you did not know who Simone Biles was. That's like saying you don't know who Venus Williams is. Like, that's crazy. There's no way. I don't know who Serena Williams is. What? Girl, when I be telling you, and I am telling you, money's coming to me, and there's no place I've ever known. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. The money's coming to me. Yes. Girl, yes, 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 yes. The money's coming to me. It's flowing effortlessly. There's no hurdles in the way. Yes, money is comfortable around me. Money loves to sit. What did Kanye say? Kanye. What did Kanye say? Money is comfortable. Money is comfortable around me. Money will find me in a crowd and come sit next to me. Yes. Money finds me. Yes, honey, easily and effortlessly. Ah, girl, my right hand be going to. Girl, I don't know what is going on, but that I'm embarrassed for Simone Biles. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. Let me see if somebody else has some comments. If y'all telling Simone Biles to divorce her husband because y'all didn't like what he said on a podcast, I don't any y'all will argue about whether her man knew her before or not they dated. Why are so many successful black women partner with losers? Girl, that's why they be gaslighting when they say choose better, because they know they be like, nanny, boo, boo, there ain't nothing to choose from. Choose better, bitch. Choose better, bitch, even though we know we ain't shit. Choose better, bitch. Choose, they know. That's why they tell you, that's why saying choose better. Who hurt you, bitch? Who hurt you, bitch? We know. We gonna keep asking you the same shit over and over and over again, and we gonna keep playing in your face, playing in your face, hey, playing in your face, hey. And y'all gonna keep trying to partner with them. They already know that they know the lot ain't shit. And then the good ones in the comments, they be going off on y'all, telling y'all, what did the man say? You are miserable. Y'all are the most miserable. Let me see where this thing is. Like she gives a fuck about you. Y'all the dumbest, most miserable bunch on the planet, girl. They are supposed to they are supposed to be happy that she, like, girl, yeah, they are not used to, I think a lot of dudes are not used to a large amount of women not applauding a woman for being pregnant. I'm pregnant, married, a black woman especially. Like, you're supposed to be like, oh my god, she found a unicorn, girl. Yes, there's one for us. There's hope yet. There is hope, girls. Ladies, there's hope for you. Simone Biles found her a man, girl. You're supposed to be happy. You're not supposed to be criticizing that. You miserable bitches. Who hurt you? They fucking know. That's why they be asking you over and over again. How the fuck? And I was thinking about that the other day when I was talking about Shia LaBeouf, Jonathan Majors, Darius the Terrorist, Sarunas the Simp, how the behaviors, ironically, it's that's why it's so crazy, because the behaviors are, you could tell now, you're able to identify. And I think the critique of these systems that benefited them and benefits them, um when they when people are criticizing that, they don't like it. Now you're bitter. Nobody chose you. You didn't get the prize. Y'all know we the prize. You must be bitter because you didn't get a prize. 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 You didn't get a prize, girl. You didn't get a prize. That's how they feel. That's how they feel about it. So he sees himself as the prize. Are you trying to say that you didn't want Simone Biles? Girl, he actually said that. And they sitting up there and he was like, I mean, I wouldn't say like that. But I was like a little hesitant. Girl, hesitant. I believe he thinks he's prettier than her. That's what my comments say. I didn't know who she was. As someone who doesn't pay attention to sports, I could spot and name the GOAT anywhere. He's full of it. Right. Every time we are introduced to a great woman's man, it's just disappointing. Imagine being the GOAT and some irrelevant, no name hell of a gall having the gall to disrespect you like this in public. Right now, he's asking, how did she pull me? Eventually, he's going to be crying, why did she leave me? Simone Biles is the catch, talented, a beautiful living baby doll. He was lying like he didn't know who she was. I think it's great that Simone, but see, and then they are seeing that because what's happening is there's this thing in some men that they feel like they have to humble women. They feel the necessary, they feel it, the need, the desire, they crave to humble women. And that is to say, I didn't know this woman with all these accomplishments. I didn't even know who she was. That's a way, an attempt to humble. Everybody recognizes that. And that's what throws the men off because they're recognizing what this person, we are able to identify what these dudes do. And they do not like that. That's why they want to tell you to be quiet. They want you to shut up because they don't want you to hip nobody else. They don't want no one else to hear this, that they do things to humble you. I didn't know who she was. She was running after me. I was the motherfucking catch. Not this Olympian fucking girl. That is a way to humble her. Everybody recognizes it. The people who are calling you bitter for recognizing what he's doing, they think that they are the prize. They really think she's sitting over there with her husband. You don't have one. That's why you bitter. But he's around here telling people he didn't know who the fuck she was. That's a lie, and y'all know it's a lie. And even this is how you know, because you can't even admit that this motherfucker knew who Simone Biles was. Don't play with us down here. Okay? Here, let's go. I'm reading some tweets from people. I hope Simone Biles gets on here and posts this.
You know, why are y'all hating on me because I got a man and y'all don't have one? You know, why are y'all?
The man is a prize, honey.
He pops up and I'm like, let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics. So
they and all the men around know exactly what he's doing. That's why they start laughing in her face. They be playing in y'all faces. They be playing in y'all faces. I'm telling these niggas is laughing. And then that's why the last nigga was like, he looked at him like, nigga, you probably shouldn't have said that. You know who the fuck Simone Biles is. But then he's on top, put the cherry on top and be like, are you trying to say you didn't want to be with Simone Biles? Listen.
Man, that's up, man. But, listen, like I said, man, it happened when you least expected. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. We just laughed the whole night. That's what you're not going to say that.
Listen.
So, in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying. At the time, that's what you're not going to say that. That's what you're saying. I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my third year. I'm trying to, I'm like, it's kind of early. But, like I said, man, it happened when you least expected. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. We just laughed the whole night.
The comments are mixed as usual and divided as usual. I don't, let me see if there's some men who are actually admitting to being like, girl, yep, he wants to humble her. This is cringe and embarrassing, to be honest. He shouldn't have disclosed all of that. He wants to humble her. There's a lot of people who are traumatized because their relationships didn't work out. And so they like to project their pain onto other women. No, ma'am. What is happening is a lot of these men find ways to mistreat women, and they're often alike in the way that they approach how they treat women. A lot of it is the same. That's why women are having similar and like experiences, because all of the men are operating from the same playbook and how they relate to women. No one is projecting. They're saying, I recognize that. And another woman saying, oh, I've recognized that. I've recognized that. I've recognized that. That's what's happening. And y'all don't like that. Because now people are able to speak on a bigger stage, TikTok and all the rest of the social media platforms, and say, this is how you recognize, because this happened to me. And other women are saying, oh my God, the same thing happened to me. Oh my God. That's why the stories seem like, oh my God, it sounds like she's telling my story. It sounds like stories are in parallel, because the men are operating from the same fucking playbook on how to relate to women. It's the patriarchal playbook, period. That's why they laugh, and they know exactly how to humble your wife, how to make your wife, who is more accomplished than you, how to humble her. Get in front of other men and say, you didn't really want her. She pursued you. You didn't really know who she was either. This is an Olympian. You don't know who she is. When the Olympics were happening, girl, it don't even fucking matter. You're not going to tell me you didn't know who Simone Biles was. That is an attempt to humble. And many accomplished black women, many accomplished women find that when they are with a man, because didn't I say the other day, you can have didn't I just say it the other day? You can have all the accomplishments on your wall, but bitch, your life ain't complete until you have a person with a penis in proximity to you. That's what they say. It don't matter. She's the GOAT in her profession. But y'all jealous of her. Not jealous of her accomplishments as a gymnast, but jealous of her because she got a motherfucking somebody with a dick. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. She got her a man though. That's all that matters. It says they will project their pain onto other women. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what he said. What's wrong is the interviewer's snarky faces and captions to the post, because the interviewer knows what he's doing. They're literally reveling in the fact that this nigga is humbling Simone Biles. Men love to see women being treated in a way. Ask Kevin Samuels. Those men used to be like, in the when I picture Kevin Samuels like on his chat, I'm just going to give you an image that often came into my head when I would think of like what was happening while he was on live and his chat. It felt like a woman would come onto the stage and the men surround. She'd be on a block, just this lonely block, and he would call her to the stage, and she would get on stage and be sitting there with a spotlight on her. This is how I feel like when women would call in to Kevin Samuels, how it was in the comment section, and how when he was criticizing women, how the men would be surrounding this single block and this woman sitting on the single block with the spotlight on her, how they're just throwing tomatoes at her, throwing food at her, spitting at her, mad at her. It reminds me like when you think of like when you see those images during the civil rights era and white people are in the back and they're looking all mad and angry and demonic, and the black people are just standing there. They're being attacked. They're screaming in the back. That's how I picture when Kevin Samuels will bring a woman on stage that she is a glutton for punishment, and these men are in the comments just throwing shit at her, calling her names, and men love to watch that. They love to watch. That is why when women are attacked on a street, they're just watching, because in their mind, you deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this. They think they are the prize, and women will affirm that every day. But they don't want the women who will affirm that they are the prize. They don't want the PickMe's, right? Because y'all are so easy to get. Y'all right there waiting for somebody to pick your ass, looking like a clown because they never pick y'all. You know why? Because you're too easy. We got to break down the gymnast. We got to break down the TV producer. We got to break down the executive. We got to break her down. We got to break her down. We got to feed into her latent coded programming that tells her that she needs a man. And so she'll fall into this relationship with someone who is beneath her. I said it right. Beneath her. And at the end of the day, everybody thinks no matter what all the accomplishments you made, you got you a penis in proximity to you, girl. That's the only thing that matters. And he's going to sit in front of other men and say that he didn't even really know who you were. I didn't even really know who she was. And she pursued me. There's nothing wrong with a man trying to humble his wife for all the world to see. He's trying to play that lady. Ryan Clark's face and all the collective faces listening to Simone Biles' husband says he didn't know who she was and that he's the catch in their marriage, a lie that would make sodium hydroxide blush. Right, and he knew. But then not only did Ryan Clark know that he was trying to humble Simone Biles, but then at the end he put, like I said, put the cherry on the fucking sundae and said, "So what you trying to say is you didn't even want her. Is that what you telling us? Say it, nigga, say it." So all the niggas in the comments can cheer. Yeah. He humbled her. He humbled the fucking Olympian gold medalist. He humbled her. He brought her down. All the accomplishments she had don't matter. She got me, nigga. Y'all are upset. I'll tell you, women who feel like they shouldn't approach men, that you got to settle for men that approach you. It's not women approaching men. It's the idea that someone was chasing you. But there are women who will chase men. That's the design. They're running towards, you're running away. It's by design. It's by design. That's how it goes. That's how they've set it up. Until you snap out of it and realize, no, bitch, you're the prize. You're the prize. There's no reason why you should have left out of this world with all of these accomplishments and get this consolation prize just because you feel like that needs to happen. And it's not, get married and do what you want to do. I always say, like, if you're going to do the marriage or partnership thing, that it's mutually beneficial. I always say that. I just want y'all to get out of the relationships that are not mutually beneficial, where you are doing labor, being a maid, being a mule, carrying emotional labor on your back, carrying the world on your back, doing all the work, cleaning up, doing all the cleanup, and then laying down and letting this nigga masturbate. Use your body to masturbate. We're not doing those. I don't advocate for those kind of relationships at all. I'm not an advocate of marriage, you know that, but I'm an advocate of mutually beneficial partnerships. And shout out to those. Shout out to the people who are in those types of relationships, no matter the gender identity, period. Mutual beneficial relationships. That's it. Reciprocal, attuned, right? Nobody's saying that a relationship is without conflict, but how you handle it and approach it and resolve it. That's where the emotional intelligence, has to be used. That's where those skills have to come in. So I don't advocate for marriage because I don't think it's beneficial for women in the heterosexual type of. But if, like the lady said on the damn, somebody tagged me in something on Instagram, but the lady said, if you're doing it for tax purposes, I mean, but if y'all going into this thing and you don't have proposals set up and and have your money, like you are literally approaching it as a business where they decided to tell y'all to get married for love. Yes, you want to like the person that you're in the relationship with. You don't approach the relationship like it's going to last forever. They don't want to hear you say approach it as a business. They want you to be in love. They want you to be in the fantasy of the thing so that you will overlook those important things that you need a license to do this. So you need to have proposals and things written out and clear, because this is not going to last forever. They want you to do the love thing and think it's going to last forever. And that way you overlook the important side of marriage. And that's the business side of those things. And if you are in a partnership, right, you're not the employee. You are in a partnership. You're not working for somebody. You're not being a maid. You're not being a mule. You're not being a mattress. You're not doing none of that stuff. You are in an equal partnership where somebody is reciprocating and you're working, collaborating, cooperating, working together. I don't give a damn the gender identity of the person. Those are the kind of if you in a kind of relationship that looks like that, more power to you. More power to you. But if you in some shit where you're not, it's not it's looking funny. The numbers are looking funny, girl. I'm not promoting that and I'm not encouraging that. I'm not supporting it. None of that. Get out, run while you have the ability, while he hasn't broken you all the way down where you don't even have the ability to run because your hips is giving out and your legs is giving out. You can't even run away from the nigga. He done broke you down so much. Get out while you fucking can. You heard me. Snap the fuck out of it. I'm always going to advocate for women and people getting out of relationships that don't serve them, including jobs that they're in. Those are relationships that you're in. Your relationship with food, your relationship with shopping, your relationship with women, other people, your relationships. We are down here promoting mutually beneficial relationships and encouraging the dissolution of relationships that don't benefit you. Period. I'm for it. End it. Don't come to me. I'm telling you, I used to be the kind, like, I'm not going to say nothing, like, people deserve to be as happy as long as it will last. Right. I used to think that I'm not going to say anything. I used to think like, I want to warn her and tell her, girl, don't do it. Like, not give the Yelp review, kind of like not give a clear Yelp review and be like, I just let this person experience the delusion for as long as it lasts until they snap out of it. But now I'm like, leave, run, break up with him, break up with them. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter the gender identity. But a lot of imbalanced relationships are either heterosexual or practicing it or mimicking heteronormative, because a lot of people don't have anything else to go on. So they enter into relationships and they start to practice it and look like heteronormative. You'll do all the things that is designed for heterosexual people to do, and you'll just fall into those roles. And it's a lot of the times the people don't have good examples. They learn their examples from heterosexual people, and then they go into their relationships trying to mimic that shit, and that doesn't work. A lot of people, I don't know if you guys have noticed, these things are not working. These structures work for some. It's always going to be some. It's never all, but there are a large majority that this kind of structure is not working for. It does work for some people. And if you look closely at those people's relationships, you will see that they are in equal partnerships. And that's why those things work. You just see, a lot of people just see a man and a woman and they assume, because you've been programmed to assume, that this man is doing everything and that's why they're in this marriage and this and that. And sometimes even the woman will act like, yeah, he's running things or whatever, but they know that they're in an equal partnership. They're in a 50-50 partnership. That's what really works. This idea that somebody needs to be paying everything, it does not work. It doesn't make sense. That is a measurement. You're using that measurement to determine, how a person shows up. And those rules that you're using are in a patriarchal handbook. Right? If you're running around saying that the man needs to pay all the bills, those are things out of a book that is, the foundation is patriarchy. So if you're holding a man to the standards of patriarchy, then you then are enforcing patriarchal rules. You are enforcing those. So do you want to show up in the relationship in a patriarchy? Because it doesn't serve you. It's not designed like that. It's designed to serve him. So if you're gonna judge a man using patriarchal standards, then you got to be careful, because in that same rule book, there's no space where you are coming out winning. So be careful what you ask for. But again, when you see these married couples and you sit down and you actually talk to them, not them bitches that was on them dumbass, girl, I would have never gotten on that. What was it called? Black Love? What was it called? I think it was called Black Love on the Oppressed Women's Network, girl. And the women, all of their stories, the women had gone through a bunch of shit with the man until they finally got married, until they finally agreed to marriage. And like the horror stories that these women were telling on their way to love, it was just awful. Girl, it's a mess. That is not beneficial. Those are not beneficial relationships. When you actually sit down and actually talk to couples who are successful, their relationships are successful, you will see They work together. There is a collaboration and a cooperation that is happening between the two people. Again, I do not care about the gender identity. I'm just talking about being in working beneficial relationships with people, period. A lot of you believe that there's no other type of relationship to be in than an intimate one. And you're literally missing out on life and experiencing people. This idea where things have to last forever and you have to be in love and all this other stuff. You're missing important things that need attention. That's why they count on you not paying attention. And now you're in this fucking marriage. You don't have a prenup. You don't have all this things that you should have paid attention to at the beginning. You were just la di da. I want my day. I want my day. I want my day. Oops, my slipper fell off. Are you gonna get it? You know, all of that shit. Y'all want to play those games when you're missing out on important details, and that is by design. That is by fucking design. Y'all are upset because a woman saw a man she wanted and did not let her money or fame or ego stop her from pursuing what she thinks would make her happy. Even after all of that, she's not happy. She can't be happy. I'm telling you, there are people, it doesn't matter. They really truly believe that all women want a man. That's why these niggas walk around like, and these people that go on Kendra G show thinking that they deserve to be in a relationship. Look at you, sir. Look at you. You don't even present. You're not even presentable. That's how you know they are in a delusion, because they know that I don't even have to put any effort in how I fucking look and you bitches will pick me. Y'all will be ready for me. That's why we tell the girls, girl, you can go out and find a nigga anywhere. Dick is a plenty and of low value. You can go out anywhere and find a nigga. They want you to pick them because you see them as the prize. They want you to fight over them. Y'all will fight over these men. Don't fight over no man. I'm telling you, do not fight over a man. Do not fight over the person. Those people that try to make you jealous and stuff like that. Don't, girl, it's a mess. Don't even play into those games. It's crazy. You be fighting other women, and girl, y'all just jealous because y'all don't have a man. I'm telling you, there's people that will tell that I get in like my comments. I read my comments. Oh, you're just bitter. You're one of those bitter broads. You must be a bitter baby mama. You must. You should have chose better. Oh, who hurt you? Who? What is it? Who? Let me see. I think I could find, because I had a video recently. Somebody says, "Why are you talking?" or something. Who gave you permission to speak or something like that? Some man in the comments said. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find it. I wish I can find it. But that's all the same. It's all the same thing, and they don't like that you're able to recognize it. They don't like that women are telling other women about what to recognize, what to look for. But there will always and forever be the patriarchy princesses that will, the patriarchy pick me princesses who will stand up, go to war, go to bat, stand in front of, put their capes on, spin around in a booth for a nigga that will never, that's why they're so focused on the modern woman, because there are traditional women out there. They're all over the internet telling you how to wear this and do this and act like this and do this to get a man. They're all out there telling you how to center men. They're the women that there's the center men women, the traditional women, and there's the decenter modern woman. And if you notice, all they talk about is the modern woman. You have rejected what we have designed for you to want and desire, and you're rejecting it. And in your rejection, we're going to flip it and say you're bitter because you, instead of making it seem like you rejected it, they're going to seem like they rejected you. When you're saying, I don't want this, I don't want to live like this, I don't want to participate in these systems, I'm going to share with other women and talk about how to spot these things and what it looks like. And we're going to use celebrities and public figures as examples to show women that just because these people have money doesn't mean like the basic ways that these people are relating to women is It mimics itself over and 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 over again. It does. And they do not like it that there are women out there who have rejected all of this bullshit. And even though those women have rejected it, there are those, the pick me patriarchy princesses, they look at those women and be like, she just needs a man. She just wants a man. They don't understand that you've rejected it. They think that they've rejected you. And then those men are so focused on the modern woman, the modern woman, the modern woman. You weren't supposed to reject this. You were supposed to be like these women. They don't even talk about the pick-me's. You hear, they never talk about the pick-me's because they're going to be right there waiting. They never get picked because their job is to break the woman down. The woman who doesn't need him, he needs to break her ass down. Because girl, this is not how it's designed. You're supposed to participate in this shit. You're supposed to participate in this. You not participating in this and then telling other women, girl, you gotta be quiet. Girl, shut up. Who told you to start talking? Why are you talking? You must be bitter. You must then get picked. Why are you telling other women this? Why are you saying this? Why? Yes, because a lot of women are having the same exact stories all around the globe. How is that possible? How is that possible? Anyways, I think I'm done talking. I'll be trying to make these videos 30 minutes. Anyways, Simone Biles, men trying to humble women, more women who are more accomplished, women not having a lot to choose from that, that will equal their successes. And more power to her. Go out and find your man child, or your man child, honey. Your man. Go out and do whatever it is you need to do, girl. But just make sure it's mutually beneficial and the nigga's not out here embarrassing you and telling everybody that you are not the prize, he was the prize. So just be mindful of that, girl. And what else? That's pretty much it for this video. I done talked about Simone Biles and all this because it's real. It's real. And the women are talking about it and y'all just don't like it. Y'all don't like the women telling the other women, girl, watch out for this. They want you to be living in a fantasy. Living in a fantasy. Your own little nasty world. Tonight, don't you want to come with me? Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Hey. All right, I'm out. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Center yourself and put your oxygen mask on.